GG's, Dundadas, hyenas, scuba dogs who learn from Scuba Steve was criminated. Y'all, I rock with the King X. Don't forget the Kennedy doing his building march right here on YouTube. The dollar we conducted ourselves the most highest dollar. We're building our permits, 2025 permits right here on YouTube. The dollar we in the elevator. Who's elevated? God's elevated. The dollar on the way up. The dollar God chose you because he didn't trust you. God's best kept secret. The dollar we stay more righteous than ever, and that's just what it is. GG, you heard? So yeah, the dollar. There's a lot of shit going on. What the fuck is going on? The dollar Diddy. It's quiet lately. The Dada been quiet. The Diddy trial started. The Dada. Why is it so motherfucking quiet? The Dada. Why is it so quiet that the Diddy trial has started? The Dada. This shit's too quiet. The Dada. The Diddy trial started. The Dada. Before it begun. The Dada. Did he win? Is he won? The Dada. Is it under the rug? The Dada. If it's swept under the rug, everything that y'all blamed him for, is he gonna beat the Dada, or is he gonna get buried? The Dada. What's gonna go on? The Dada with the Diddy trial? The Dada. And this shit's a speedy trial. The Dada. This shit was a speedy trial. GG, you heard? So the courtroom was packed. The Dada. The courtroom was going mayhem. The Dada. Shit was going crazy. The Dada. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of celebrities that's implicated in this fucking shit, the Dada. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fucking shit that's going on over here, the Dada, with this Diddy shit, the Dada. And you could get it, the Dada, because it's content, the Dada. You know what I'm saying? So more or less, the Dada, it's just so many fucking celebrities that's caught up with Diddy. So much shit going on with Diddy, the Dada. Like, this thing is a whole different type of motherfucking breed, the Dada. Like, what's up with this man? The Dada? That's a motherfucker. Hey, Dada. What's goody? What's goody, Friday?
Yo.
Poppin', nigga.
Yo, what's criminal? Hey, bro. When you said something about some Diddy shit, you know I had to pop on this bitch talking about Diddy.
Nigga, you know
this shit.
The Diddy child.
Diddy, bro. Diddy ain't coming home, y'all. Quit making these signs say free Diddy. And wearing these t-shirts. Slow Diddy ain't coming home, y'all.
Diddy ain't coming home?
You so quit making these little flyers and shit. Protesting. Talking about Diddy this, Diddy that. First third. Fuck Diddy. I ain't never liked the Diddy. I didn't never like his songs. I can't stand that fuck nigga. How the fuck you gonna kidnap somebody else's child, bro? Say it's yours.
What happened with that?
That's some fuck. What the fuck? Hell no, man. Fuck that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck what the comment is up here. Y'all got comments? Y'all got something to say? Let me know.
Nigga, mad people was outside, nigga, saying free Diddy that at the courthouse.
Bro, so what? They some dumbasses. What the fuck? Why I be up there at the courthouse about free Diddy? Free Diddy.
What the fuck they on, the Dada? Who paid them? Who the fuck paid them?
They got some Diddy fans. I guess all the Diddy fans was at the Diddy party. I don't know.
Facts.
Forget about R. Kelly that pissed on kids.
Yo, a lot of niggas saying that Diddy's gonna beat this shit, nigga. What you thinking, Dada?
Diddy ain't gonna beat this chump. Bro, if you go back, they raided his house. How the fuck he gonna beat that charge, bro? Bro, sex trafficking, giving people fake ass drugging people and shit.
Facts.
What the fuck? That supposed to mean he's not, bro. He gone. He passed Suge Knight, bro. He's not. Bro, they finna get him man.
You saying over with, Dada. You saying Diddy's over with, Dada. Diddy has no way to be in this shit, Dada. And it's fucking his prosecutors, Dada. It's all white women, Dada. The people who prosecute is all white women, but maybe
he's not thinking though. I think Diddy trying to fuck. Diddy probably fucking the women in the courtroom. You'll never know. Behind closed doors, that's to beat the case. You'll never know Diddy trying to do. He trying to probably fuck the jury women so he could get out freely. Like shit ain't never happened.
Nigga, Kanye West said free Diddy, nigga. Fucking who else said free Diddy? Niggas are saying free Diddy.
Hey, whatever his name saying, One Wish. I seen that shoot.
You say you seen that?
Yo, I heard you was talking about the shit. You popped up talking about this Diddy shit. I was like, oh yeah. I said, oh yeah. I feel right too. Man,
Right.
Diddy's not coming home, man. See, we did some shit like that. They finna hang our asses. Well, let's try some shit like that. We ain't no rappers. They will hang our ass. They'll give us
Nobody
the death
trying no
chair.
shit like that.
The way y'all feel, we did some shit like that. They'll give us the death chair. We give a fuck about us. And so you think you think they gonna ease on Diddy? The DA gonna go ease on Diddy, bro? Man, he got the game fucked up. The game all the way y'all fucked up. Maybe I had to pop up here real quick. Cause I seen you on the TV. Yeah. Talking about Diddy.
I feel it.
Like I said, y'all some dumbass motherfuckers going to the courthouse with a Diddy shirt on and a Diddy sign say free Diddy. You know what y'all one dumb stupid ass motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
He's trying to fuck the women's on. If you say he got all women, I guess he trying to fuck them and invite them to a Diddy part 2, get him off the case too. He might. You feel me? If he was a female judge, he might try to talk out the way, smooth talk his way out like he they're really gonna let him go. Bro, if I'm the judge, I'll give him the death chair. I don't even give a fuck.
For real?
I'll give Diddy the death chair. But I was a judge, and all these charges came up.
Yeah.
I'll give him life by parole or the death chair. He'll have his 2 choices. So
you trying to kill a nigga?
I feel like he gonna do the same shit again.
Which is?
I feel like he gonna do the same shit again. If they let that shit slide, bro, and he beat that case, bro, he gonna do the same shit again. Go giving underage kids drugs and shit. Yeah, I believe that shit. I want to go for it, bro.
Yeah. So you believe that if they let Diddy out, that he's gonna keep committing the same sins that he's used to that shit.
If they let him out on ankle brace, bro, he'll be sick. He'll fuck around and pay somebody to fuck the ankle brace up, and that's walking around the hood.
Damn. So you want to see that nigga get the death penalty? The death chair. That's different, bro. They don't even got that on the table for him. He's not even looking at that. I don't even think he's looking like I think like 20 years. I think 30 on life.
Man, Diddy, bro. Diddy, listen. Diddy wasn't gonna survive in that motherfucking jail. What he gonna get? The population, hip hop population of jail? Diddy mama got some pool. What that supposed to mean? Diddy mama got some pool. I don't care if Diddy mama hear me right now. I'm a YouTuber. I don't care. This is my opinion. I will give your son 2 options. I'll give him the death chair or life by parole. Because I'll give him life by parole. But some of you talk, free Diddy. Diddy did that shit. I want to give a flying saucer, bro. Diddy came and fly off the motherfucking rooftop, y'all. Y'all folks out here going to get t-shirt made, making signs. What next y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna start a riot? No, y'all gonna start a riot at the courtyard, at the courthouse. Be like, hey, y'all gonna let Diddy go and we gonna burn the courtyard down? That's what y'all think Diddy fan gonna do next?
You think those are real Diddy fans, or those are just fucking paid off people? People that got paid.
I think between they paid off people. They paid them to do that shit. They make them signs.
You say, you know what? Nobody
ain't no Diddy fans. They ain't paying. Diddy paying them to do that shit.
Nobody in their right state of mind is gonna go over there and say free Diddy with a free Diddy shirt. You're saying?
Hell no.
You're saying that nobody in their right state of mind gonna go over there and buy a free Diddy shirt and be there?
Hell no, bro. If they look at this man charges, bro, from last year, when he gave kids underage drugs and he was drugging up people and shit, type shit. Bro, what the hell, bro?
So what you feel about all the celebrities that's in the trial, the
like RJ, you know, talking about free Diddy. But at the end of the day, man, I think y'all was at some Diddy party, man. I think Diddy was fucking him. He fucking women's men's and all. Cause when somebody sent me a full fucking video or sex tape of him and Matt Mill, bro, he was fucking him on the damn thing. Oh hell no, you know that's straight out. Oh man, y'all some dumbasses. Y'all say free Diddy and go get the sign.
What do you feel? You feel like the Meek Mill shit is true or fake?
Man, bro, he should sue his ass. If it was me, I'ma sue his ass. Won't give a fuck. I sue his ass. And whoever else he can frame, other artists I sue, and they need to sue Diddy ass. And whoever he could try to rape victim and beat up his girlfriend and shit, sue his ass for all he got.
So you said that Meek Mill should be a victim.
Oh. Bro,
and he should go and talk. And he
niggas and females too. They're paying them to keep their mouth shut, bro.
What would you feel about Meek Mill if he puts a lawsuit Diddy saying that he raped them? R-word.
Hey, bro, I will go to that trial, bro.
I'm saying you still fuck with Meek Mill? You still fuck with Meek Mill for that?
I would go after hearing that, bro. I wouldn't. Shit. Now that's a tough question. Now you got me right there.
I'm saying if Meek Mill went to trial, would you be like, damn, that nigga got R-worded, like, yo, homie, damn, you feel bad for the nigga? You still listen to his music? You still fuck with the nigga?
At the end of the day, shit, to be honest, bro, hearing the tape, I won't fuck with him or Diddy. This ain't none of their music.
Right.
I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all.
Fact.
And then, in fact, before I get off this bitch, in fact, you know what? Another thing, you know what really grinds my gear? Bro, he paying folks to go make signs. He paying them folks. Them ain't real Diddy fans, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all, them folks that he hired to go do some shit like that. Cause nobody in their right mind would. If they must be dumber than a motherfucking snake. Or lizard.
Dumber than a rock.
Dumb, yeah. Daddy, the free Diddy. And the mama don't believe it. And she look at them charges though, boy. It couldn't be my sister. Boy, couldn't be my sister, bro. Cause I would have shot that. I mean, the GTA, the whole motherfucking place down, boy. Bro, I be spinning on that motherfucker every day, every night, bro. They hate to see me. Telling y'all.
Diddy won't be done. Diddy will be gone. Fucking with you.
Yeah, it was my sister and my niece. Yeah. You damn right. I wouldn't even. You know what though? I tell the judge. Yeah, I had to do it. I tell the judge I had to do it.
You had to.
Yeah, that's why I tell the judge I had to do it. Cause I'm sorry, bro. Cause he didn't really sit there and rape my knees and think it's all sweet and dandy. Boy, you got another thing coming, man. But like I said, y'all had a great ass. I had to come up here and express my fucking opinion on this shit.
I feel it.
When I seen that, yeah, I had to come make my statement because I don't fuck with Diddy. But y'all, you two, y'all, I don't know nobody in their right mind to do some shit like that. They must be dumb to go back. I think they rode the slow bus if they do some shit like that. I think they rode the slow bus. If they go get a sign say free Diddy, they rode the slow bus with the kids that licking out the window, licking the windows and shit.
So you saying that Diddy ain't got no chance of being this shit?
No, he don't. And what idiot will say, you free, you let go. What judge to say that dumbass shit?
But Diddy gotta. I feel like more or less Diddy's locked up, I think, for the Cassie shit. I don't know what Diddy's locked up for, honestly. Where he's really
bro, okay, boom. Okay, then I'll be so mad, bro. They rather me, bro. I'm at somebody else thing, bro, trying to do a little music record, and they just come out of nowhere and ready me. While I'm in there chilling, you think I won't get back at Diddy? Boy, you crazy as hell. Boy, I get all my get backs. Man, y'all
So they
crazy.
spend it 30 days, 30 nights. Fuck all that shit, Dada. Diddy, you're saying that Diddy, Dada, he ain't allowed to be free.
I just sent my little goons. I just sent my goons for him. I just sent my little goons.
Damn. You standing on business?
Oh, yeah, but like I said, though, I want to see if this motherfucker gonna blow up after I get off this bitch when we leave. After you finish doing your statement, I want to see how many views will get off this shit. Because everybody across the globe, be the pastor watching, the preachers watching.
What you think was gonna happen if Diddy beat the case? If Diddy beat the case, Diddy's coming out the Dada. He's gonna get at you, nigga. So Diddy beat the case, Dada. Just remember that everybody that was saying no Diddy, Dada, Diddy's gonna be on your heels, Dada.
Who heels they gonna be on? Not my heel, bro. I got some rocket loaded with that name on it. You got me fucked up. Cause like I said, I don't like Diddy. Yeah, that's an honest opinion. But he the one got the little statements up there, so I'm not going by what I'm just saying. Comment. That's my opinion. If y'all don't like it, y'all can kiss my ass. YouTube. That's what I'm gonna say. Y'all don't like what I got to say, y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass.
It ain't that big of no issue.
Cause I know some folks be like, if Diddy fan, they gonna have some shit to say, but I don't give a fuck. They can call the hotline too. They can get cussed out too.
Like they can call the hotline, talk about Diddy. They gonna call your ass without a call the hotline.
They can call me and talk about Diddy, but that's what they gonna get cussed out.
They ain't gonna call you.
I'm just saying, y'all call me about Diddy situation, yo. Y'all gonna be last thing on earth, cause y'all gonna get the worst cuss out.
So you saying the Dada that Diddy actually you feeling that Diddy.
If they let Diddy go, if the DA let Diddy go, and he said he won't do the shit again, but that'd be a bullshit lie. He'll tamper with the bracelet and everything and take that bitch off, bro, and put that chip in somebody else's fucking phone type shit, man. Come on, man. They give him 6 years of house arrest. Bro, he ain't gonna be up on no house arrest. He gonna find a way to get out that house.
So you say that he's gonna find a way to keep doing what he's doing?
Yeah, he's gonna keep doing what he's doing.
That's in his DNA.
To somebody, you GTA his ass.
Damn.
That's all I'm gonna say. But y'all stay easy, YouTube. You feel me? I just had to come up here. I had to express my opinion. But I'm gonna hop out there, bitch, and finish watching you on the big TV. But that's what Friday had to say. If y'all don't like it, kiss my ass.
That's a fact,
Friday. Y'all have a good day. I'm up out of here.
All right, Friday. You have a good day. All right, bro.
Force with his hands in his pockets as the sex trafficking trial kicks off with jury selection. Now, according to reports from the UK's Daily Mail, who's on the scene, they have reporters on the scene, as you guys can see. Let me get into this report. My bad, you guys. I'm gonna read this article to you guys so y'all can know exactly what is going on. According to the report, it says composed and with his hands in his pockets, Diddy greeted potential jurors who hold his fate in their hands. Now I will say this before I even start reading this. I was looking at the play-by-play as far as jury selection. They've already removed some of the jurors because one of the jurors said, "Yo, my family member went through a domestic violence situation, and this is gonna be hard for me." So they recused that juror. They went ahead and let him roll because he straight up told him, he was like, "Yo, my family member went through domestic violence issue. This is gonna be hard for me." So they let him walk out. And they said, "Okay, we recuse you from this." So the judge and basically the lawyers allowed him to be recused from the situation. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to really narrow down the jury pool from hundreds of potential jurors to try to get, a fair, jury pool. But according to reports, it says composed and with his hands in his pockets, Diddy greeted potential jurors who hold his fate in their hands with a slight nod as a sex trafficking trial that could send him to prison for life began today. It says the embattled music mogul appeared in court wearing gray slacks, a navy crew neck sweater layered over a crisp white shirt, and black rimmed glasses over a crisp, it says black rimmed glasses. It says his prison garb was notably absent because Judge Arms Subramanian had given permission to wear civilian clothing during the trial because, again, Diddy's innocent until they prove him guilty in the courts. But it says his shoes weren't visible, but they would have been without laces as per the judge's order. So they won't even let him have laces in any of his shoes, judge's order, and that for obvious reasons. It says the most striking change.
No laces. They saying that he's not all there. He's not all. Damn, that's fucking crazy.
And Diddy's appearance was the absence of the unruly white hair he had grown during his time at the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center. Now Diddy has shaved his head. He's bald, y'all. Diddy is bald. He shaved off all his hair, and the only thing he has on is his beard. And so it says that the most striking change in Diddy's appearance was the absence of the unruly white hair he had grown during his time at the Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center.
That nigga said, fuck it. He ain't gonna see no white hair. He's gonna shave it off. He ain't wanna see it. Fuck it. He's gonna shave it off. You don't wanna see that shit. He's Tupac up in that bitch. Now you gotta look in the mirror and be and have a baldy. You know what I'm saying? You got the Tupac on. Crazy.
Now, clean shaven on top, only his white beard remained. It goes on to say, and despite the levity of the crimes against him, Diddy remained composed and calm, hugging his lawyers as he came in and nodding his head slightly when he faced the jurors with his hands in his pockets. Now, outside of the Southern District of New York Federal Court, crowds gathered in anticipation of Diddy's trial's opening, following months of pretrial motions and denied requests for delay from Diddy's legal team. And it goes on, you guys. Basically, it says this. It says Diddy faces 5 serious federal charges: racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking, and 2 counts of transportation of individuals for prostitution. If found guilty, Diddy, right, the former hip-hop titan and media mogul, once praised for propelling the genre into the cultural mainstream, could remain in prison for the rest of his life. If convicted, the one-time rap producer and global superstar, who is often credited for his role in ushering hip-hop into mainstream, to spend the rest of his life in prison. Now, hundreds of prospective jurors have reportedly already filled out questionnaires designed to elicit any bias they may have about this case. Now, it says none of the first group, consisting of more than 50 jurors, reacted when told that Diddy would be the defendant. They were led into court, and as they did so, Diddy turned to face them and eyeballed them slowly. Now, it goes on. It says none of them appeared to recognize him, and they didn't react when the judge explained the charges and read out a number of Diddy's names. So really, basically, Diddy, he shaved his head bald. He just kept a little beard, but his beard is white now, they said. And so they say he completely looked different. People didn't even recognize him. So it says there was no reaction when the judge said that among the questions the jury would have to answer was whether hearing evidence about sexual assault, including R words, hiring sex workers, having multiple sex partners, would make them unable to serve. The jurors were escorted out of the room, and then the first person was brought back in for individual questioning. Right? Now, it goes on. It says, and salute to everybody that's tapped in. I appreciate all of y'all that's tapped into this video, man. Y'all already know what it is. Like, share, subscribe to everybody that's in the building. Again, General salute to all of you guys. Y'all know what's up, man. Y'all know the status. Y'all know how we get down. And again, I appreciate all of you guys. All right. So let's get into this. So it goes on to say that the first two celebrities to be named at Diddy's trial were Mike Myrers and Michael B. Jordan. It said their names were read out to a potential juror from a list of people and places that may come up throughout the trial. That's insane. Let me put that on the screen for y'all. I want to show y'all this.
What the fuck, the data? What Michael B. Jordan got to do with this, the data? Like, yo, they're going celebrity names going to be popping up from out the woodwork. Man, those are the first ones since from the jump. From the first day, they're going to start naming celebrities, the data. Damn.
Comes right out the article.
If they got Michael B. Jordan, you know they got everybody. You know they probably got Jigga Man, all these other. You know if they got. Come on, Michael B. Jordan. What Michael B. Jordan got to do with this?
Thing. So they're talking about Mike Myrers and Michael B. Jordan. This is crazy. This is crazy. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put this on the screen for y'all, just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna put the link to the article in the comment section as well. All right. Let me go ahead and put this in here. All right. Let me go ahead. Put this in the chat so everybody can see what I'm reading from. I know everybody going to want to see. You know what I'm saying? And these are reporters that are actually in the courthouse right now. And I told you guys a lot of this stuff has been in the paperwork, redacted, but we're going to find out a whole lot, as y'all see that right there on your screen. Right there. I screenshotted that so y'all can see that. It says that the first two celebrities to be named at Diddy's trial were Mike Myrers and Michael B. Jordan. Their names were read out to a potential juror from a list of people and places that may come up throughout the trial. The juror, a man who works as a licensed massage therapist, said he only knew the two through their acting. Now it goes on. It says Judge Submaranian, the judge said that the list of people and places runs several pages.
That's crazy. So they started with movie stars first? Like, I thought this was about hip hop. So you're going to start with the movie stars first? So he's like, yo, we're going to put out the movie stars. Diddy's like, yo, the movie stars first. That's what we're going to do. I'm saying we're going to put out the movie stars first.
Right?
We're beefing with Hollywood.
So, let me say this to y'all right now. They have several names they say is going to come up during this trial. Once again, the judge, let me put this on the screen too, because I don't want nobody to think I'm capping in here. And I'm reading this to y'all. Let me put this on the screen. I think this is very important to put this on the screen. Let me put this on the screen for y'all. That way we don't have no confusion in here of what I'm reading to you guys. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I was going to get funky. You ain't got to listen to me, but you better listen to me because I know what the hell I'm talking about. And I ain't saying, hey, Michael B. Jordan did something or Mike Myrers did something. I'm telling you what the reporters that's in the courthouse is going on right now. And I told you guys names was going to come up. They didn't want to listen? Okay, they're going to listen now.
Got it for the first day.
So there it is on your screen right there. As I showed you guys, there it is on y'all screen right there. As y'all can all see. And it says it right here. It says that, well, let me read it again for everybody who didn't see it. It says that the first two celebrities to be named at Diddy's trial were Mike Myrers and Michael B. Jordan. Their names were read out to a potential juror from a list of people and places that may come up throughout the trial. It says the juror, a man who works as a licensed massage therapist, said he only knew the two through their acting. Now, Judge Submaranian said that the list of people and places runs several pages. This is crazy, bro. Let me repeat that line again. The judge who's overseeing Diddy's trial said today in court, right now, that the list of people and places runs several pages. Boy, they fit
the whole industry.
People finna get their name caught up in some stuff they don't want their name caught up in, bro. I'm telling y'all this right now, man. Run up on this fire, you get burnt, little ninja. You know what I'm saying? It says, and felt like an appendix from Lord of the Rings. To speed up the process, he ruled that jurors would be given the list to review before they're brought into court and questioned one by one before they seat a final panel of 12 jurors and 6 alternates. Boy, you better get your popcorn ready, nigga. You better get your popcorn ready, nigga. Y'all niggas better get y'all popcorn ready. It's going down straight like that. It is definitely going down right now. And I'm telling y'all what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all what it is. This is a crazy situation right here, y'all. And salute to everybody that's tapped on in. Y'all know what's up, man. I appreciate all of y'all in the building. Love, honor, and respect. And let's keep going as we read through this article. Now, so basically, for you guys who don't understand, they're going to give, I guess, the juries a list of celebrities and people's names that are going to be brought up in this trial. And what they're going to have to do is go through it and, I guess, talk about, you know, their thoughts or relations to this people. Because let me read that again so y'all can understand, because I want this to be clear to everybody that's reading so y'all can understand what I'm trying to say as far as the jury pool is concerned. So it says that the jurors were escorted out of the room, and then the first person was brought back in for individual questioning, right? And let me say this. I forgot to read this. This is the first part. It says there was no reaction from the jurors when the judge basically told the jurors, it says when the judge said that among the questions that the jury would have to answer was whether hearing evidence about sexual assault, including R-word, hiring sex workers, and having multiple sex partners would make them unable to serve, basically, as jurors. The jurors were escorted out of the room, and then the first person was brought back in for individual questioning. The first 2 celebrities.
Damn, they said jurors can't even have multiple sex partners, bro. They trying to fuck. They gonna fucking what the fuck? They gonna crucify Diddy, They gonna have the most like righteous people probably understand like you only have one sex partner, so you can already look at him already like you fuck 2 niggas, you're already crazy, you fuck niggas and girls and this and that and this and that. They gonna be looking at this man crazy.
Celebrities to be named at Diddy's trial were Mike Myrers and Michael B. Jordan. Their names were read out to a potential juror from a list of people. So think about this, y'all. These motherfuckers said they got a list of people out here, bro. That names might come up in this trial.
But they're gonna start with Michael B. Jordan. He's got a movie out.
Read that again. The first 2 celebrities to be named at Diddy's trial were Mike Myrers and
Michael B. Jordan. They actually fuck with Michael B. Jordan. Now movie Sinners got Michael B. Jordan in it. That shit supposed to be hot as fuck. Why the fuck? That's different. They trying to damn. They coming at everybody, huh?
Michael B. Jordan. Their names were read out to a potential juror from a list. I was never capping of people and places that may come up throughout the trial. The juror, a man who works, let me see if I have that one. The juror, a man who works as a massage therapist, right? As a licensed massage therapist, said he only knew the 2, Michael B. Jordan and Mike Myrers, through their acting. Judge Submaranian said that the list of people, let me see if I got that up here.
So they threw their name in.
Judge Submaranian said
someone just name dropped them.
That the list of people and places runs several pages. That's crazy, bro. Several pages. And felt like an appendix from Lord of the Rings To speed up the process, he ruled that jurors would be given the list to review before they are brought into court and questioned one by one, before they seat a final panel of 12 jurors and 6 alternates. Bro, this is crazy work, man. This is crazy work, man. Crazy work, man. Crazy work, y'all. Hold on one second, y'all. I gotta see this. I gotta see something real quick. This is crazy work, y'all.
They're gonna find the right. They're finding the right motherfucking jurors. I'll tell you that much. They're gonna find the right jurors, GG. They're gonna find the right jurors, GG.
Hold on. Man, bro. Man. So we back at it, y'all. Known as Voyer Dyer, right? Now it goes on to say that Judge Submaranian said back in a May 1 pretrial hearing where Diddy turned down a final plea deal that the goal will be to choose 45 potential jurors who are qualified to serve, and lawyers for both sides will then have the opportunity to dismiss jurors without stating a reason, known as peremptory strikes, right? So they are getting serious on this thing, y'all. They are getting serious on this thing. And today, like I said, they have already started. For you guys who don't know what's going on, they have already started. They have already started asking jurors about celebrities. This is crazy. Now it goes on to say the jury will be anonymous, you guys. And y'all smash the like button. We should have over 1,500 or 1,600 likes. Smash the like button, man. I'm coming back here and getting y'all this info right from the courthouse. This is right from the courthouse.
Yeah, that's different. That means that they gonna pick jurors that don't know them at all. So they asking, yo, you know these people, them people that don't know them at all. That's what.
Read that line right there, put on y'all screen. Some of the law enforcement officers who could testify have prior misconduct cases against them. Another line of attack for Diddy. Another court document refers to a minor victim, a sign that they may either testify or be referred to during the trial. Allegations of abuse involving are among the most serious he faces. He's out of there, bro. He's out of there.
That's what Friday was saying.
Prosecutors are seeking to allow 3 of the 4 main accusers to testify anonymously, but Diddy's lawyers are strongly objecting to that as well. Now, read that right there. Again, second paragraph. The second paragraph, man. It says another court document refers to a minor victim. I told y'all this. Niggas ain't want to listen to me. You bet your money on ticket. A sign that they may either testify or be referred to during the trial. Allegations of abuse involving children are among the most serious he faces. That could be the main reason why I believe they're going to throw that tape out from the Cassie tape. They probably got, bro, they got 20 TBs of evidence, bro. I don't think you guys understand it. Everybody saw the Cassie tape. That's the only tape. What y'all think they did with all that other video footage and stuff that they already turned into Diddy's lawyers? Diddy got 9 or 10 lawyers. You think he got all them lawyers for no reason, nigga? Man, these people got a heavy Chevy. Today,
Right.
they say they got a whole list of names. They're going to be asking the jurors about of people who could be mentioned and things and places during this trial. Read it. Read it. It's right there on your screen. Read it. I'll drop the link to the article too so y'all can read it. They're in the courthouse right now giving updates on the hour. I'm literally reading the play-by-play right now in court.
Shit's hectic.
But these niggas come cast. Oh man, they ain't got no evidence, man. Nigga, shut up. Shut your. Don't come over here with that shit, nigga. Y'all niggas ain't been reading the paperwork, nigga. I've been reading the paperwork, nigga. You think the feds come out here playing for play? Y'all, all y'all sheep that think that run around here. Hey man, I don't think because you gonna find out. You gonna F around and find out. We at the jury selection process. And read what it wrote, y'all. Read what it wrote. Jury selection process. Read it. I'll read it for you again. The first two celebrities. Matter of fact, let me read the part before that again. It says there was no reaction when the judge said that among the questions the jury would have to answer was whether hearing evidence about sexual assault, including R-word, hiring sex workers, and having multiple sex partners would make them unable to serve. The jurors were escorted out of the room, and then the first person was brought back in for individual questioning. The first two celebrities to be named at Diddy's trial were Mike Myrers and Michael B. Jordan. Their names were read out to a potential juror from a list of people and places that may come up throughout the trial. The juror, a man who works as...
All right, so that means that the baby OU was just baby OU. There was lying. There was no drugs in the baby OU. There was nothing going on. The guns got thrown out because it was licensed. So all that shit. So what is he? So he's not locked up for nothing else, but just what is it? What he's locked up for? What's his main charges? His full charges that he's locked up for.
As a licensed massage therapist, said he only knew the two through their acting. Judge Submaranian said that the list of people and places runs several pages. They got several pages of names. Several pages. The judge said this in court today. That the list of people and places runs several pages and felt like an appendix from Lord of the Rings. That's a quote from the judge. And to speed up the process, he's given all the jurors the list of the names to review before they're brought into court and questioned one by one, before they seat a final panel of 12 jurors and 6 alternates. But niggas say I was capping the whole time. Hey man, ticket man, I ain't hear about no niggas. Shut up, nigga. Sit down and shut the hell up, nigga. I was reading the paperwork the whole time. I told you whole ass niggas they gonna check this shit, nigga. But y'all niggas ain't want to listen to me, nigga. I stand on business, my nigga. I told y'all niggas. When I seen what the feds came out with, and you read that paperwork, and you take the time, you read these 100-page documents, 40-page documents, all these other things, you like, damn. And a lot of that shit was redacted. So you didn't see these other names, right? Because all this shit was redacted. So if it wasn't redacted, we would have already known what these names were. Now you come to court, man, they fit to talk about all. Now I'm gonna say it again. This is not me saying, hey man, Mike Myrers or Michael B. Jordan did something, and their name is being brought up in the Diddy trial. On day one, on a jury selection. And they said they got a list, and they passed out that list to everybody. And now they've called the people in the courthouse to start reading this list. Now let's get into that part, because I got that update too for y'all of what actually verbatim was said in court today so far. Right? And I've been telling y'all this. You know, cats didn't want to listen. I've been telling y'all this, right? Now they're asking all of these. You know who else's name came up? You know who else's name came up? Kim Porter. I'll be sure. You think I'm lying? Name came up today in court. All these celebrities' names is coming up. Y'all niggas think it's a game till the things come out, nigga.
That's crazy.
Till them things come out. Now let's read it. And I'll read as much as I can to you guys. And salute to whoever just sent the $150 donation to the Cash App. I appreciate you. Jennifer, salute to you for the donation to the Cash App. I appreciate you, sis. And Joseph Jackson, salute to you for the donation to the Cash App. Salute to you. If y'all want to donate, the link's pinned at the top. She said, I appreciate your hard work. Take a salute to you, baby. Salute to you. I'm glad somebody do. Come in here cooking these niggas 3 the hard way, and they don't put no respect on this thing. And the like button is free. Y'all can smash the like button. Now let's get to this. It says the judge came in and said, they said, all rise. The judge says, I have a composed list. He said, I have composed a list of prospective jurors who, based in their questionnaire answers, I don't propose to do an individual question and answering with. The list of people in place is so long, I thought it was an appendix to the Lord of the Rings. Right? So it goes on. It says, why don't we have, the U.S. attorney says, why don't we have the next juror in line review the binder with court staff to save that time? The judge says, okay. The government says, we have given 2 copies of the binder to your staff. The judge says, I assume we'll soon get the thumbs up. Jurors are ready. Then it goes on. The judge says, I think it is sufficient for me to say here on the record that there will be times a juror has privacy concerns about assault or trauma, and it would be appropriate to address that at a side.
Bro, this trial's about to be bigger than fucking. This trial's about to be bigger than OJ's trial. Than that. This Diddy trial's about to be bigger than OJ's trial. This shit's about to be the trial of the century.
Sidebar with the transcript sealed. Right? The judge says, I understand that's how it's done in the Maxwell case. The government said, yes, it was. Right? Now, the judge says there's a logistical issue we have to work out. If we seal the transcript, no one, including Mr. Combs, can see it. So what if we leave it in the transcript? Since the jurors are not identified by name, the defense says, let us confer with the government. The defense for Diddy says, at the sidebar, what was the court going to tell the jurors about the level of confidentiality? I asked because if the potential juror believes this would be entirely confidential, that relates to candor. The judge says, I'm not going to lie to the jurors, right? Now, the jurors have been brought into the courtroom. The judge says this is a criminal case, the U.S. versus Sean Combs. I expect the trial to run for approximately 2 months. The justice depends on all of you. You've all filled out the long questionnaire. In a few minutes, I'll ask more. The judge goes on to say, if during the process you would prefer to answer a question not in open court because it is sensitive, we'll do it out of earshot. The transcript will be visible only to the parties themselves. Your answers allow for preemptory challenges, right? It goes on to say, the judge says, let me give you a brief summary of the case. There is one defendant on trial, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, Diddy, other names, and Love. He is pleaded not guilty and is presumed to be innocent. There are 5 counts: racketeering conspiracy, kidnapping, sex trafficking, prostitution with 2 victims in prostitution, and male commercial sex workers.
So there's no.
He denied all of it. Our schedule is to be ready for May 12th.
So there's no drug charges. There's no thing charges. There's no. Those are the charges she's looking at right there.
For trial. First week, 9:30 to 5, then 9 to 3. Swear them in. Clerk says, does anyone not swear an oath? Question mark. The clerk says, do you affirm under these penalties of perjury? Question mark. Thank you. You may be seated. The judge says everyone has the list of questions. There are 14 sequestered questions. You'll be escorted to the 26B circle, then sequestered questions you have to answer to. These include, since you filled out the questionnaire, you read about the case. Do you have training in addiction, sexual abuse? Have you worked for law enforcement? ever been in a lawsuit, ever been accused or a victim of a crime. The judge goes on to say, are you impacted by allegations of R-word, guns, intimate partner violence, etc.? Views of artists. Here we goes right now, y'all. Views of artists in the hip-hop community. Cooperators with immunity, meaning people who are snitching against Diddy, like I told y'all, so that they don't get prosecuted. People who have given up testimony against Sean Diddy Combs and evidence, and they won't be tried.
Damn, niggas got immunity on that shit, Dada. That's different. Niggas got the immunity.
Because they've already said that some of these people have already committed sex crimes and all these things, and they're not going to punish them because they're testifying against Diddy. Try to tell y'all niggas, but y'all ain't want to listen to me. Oh man, why ain't Diddy got no co-defendants ticket? Because them niggas are snitching. I told y'all niggas this. When niggas don't want to, I'm the best at this shit, nigga. Period, nigga. It says the judge asked all the jurors this morning, are you impacted by allegations of R-word, guns?
I said that when on 607 asked. He was like, oh, he's the only person with one thing. I said, he's not the only person. The niggas got
intimate partner violence, etc. Views. What are your views of the artists in the hip-hop community? What are your views on cooperators with immunity? What are your views on people under using alias names? 14 is, right? Anything else? Question mark. When you are called back, you'll be shown a list of persons and places. The judge says, okay, escort them back to 26B. All rise. Now, the prospective jurors leave. The prospective jurors left. And then, now y'all, everybody smash the like button as y'all come on in here. Those jurors left. Then one female juror, potential juror, came back. She starts to read the binder of all the people in the places, celebrities. Now, here we go, y'all. The government says, let the juror keep the copy of the binder in order to say only numbers, not the true names of the victims. The judge says, right? Now, listen, y'all. Listen. The judge says, bring in juror number 2. Now, y'all smash the like button. We should have well over 2,500 likes. I'm giving y'all niggas the raw right out the courthouse. The judge says, please bring in juror number 2. I know you have a change to review the list, right? Any you knew of? The judge asked, are there any ones you knew of? The juror number 2, who's a man, says number 88, Michael B. Jordan. Also, juror number 2 says, I know Mike Myrers, the actor. He also says, I know also 190. These are all numbers. So everybody had a number. Each person had a number, y'all. So beside their number was names, whether it be victims or whether it be people that they're referring to or could be referred to in this case, right? So they're saying all these people's names. So y'all listen up now. It says also 190, which is place number 3, the Essex House Hotel. The juror says, I used to work there. And number 9, the Peninsula. Right? The Peninsula, my bad. Number 9, the Peninsula. The judge says, can you be fair? The juror says, yes. The judge says, any yes answers to the 14 questions, question mark. The juror says, I'm a massage therapist. I had training. The judge says, and your questionnaire, question number 10, can you explain your yes? Can we discuss it in open court? The juror says, yes. My sister was beaten by her ex-husband years ago, a black eye, resulting in the termination of their marriage. The judge says, can you be fair? The juror says, yes. The judge says, and your questionnaire, you say you've heard about the case on WNYC and NPR. The juror says, I haven't made any decision. The judge says, please return to courtroom 26B. Juror number 2 leaves. The judge says, any challenges for cause, question mark. The government says no. Diddy's lawyer says, yes, we challenge. Diddy's lawyer says in his questionnaire, he says the defendant probably was engaged in this. The judge says, then he said he could still be fair. I will overrule you. You can, of course, use a preemptory on him, bring in the next juror. So they already, Diddy's lawyers already lost that one. The judge is like, no. We can use him still. This nigga say he know 3 of the people and 2 of the people and 2 of the places. And he said that he was a massage therapist. And he said that his family member was a victim of domestic violence. And he says, but I can judge you fairly. Diddy's lawyer tried to get that juror thrown out. The judge says, nah, we're going to use him. Go ahead, go to the back. You're gonna survive right now. Diddy, then it goes on to say, the judge says, bring in the next juror, right? The judge says, you reviewed the list. Any you recognize? The female, who was a juror, says, I recognize number 133. The judge says, the celebrity. Oh, shit. Celebrities are being named, y'all. They named the celebrities in this motherfucker. Oh, excuse my language, y'all. They name a celebrity. I told y'all this shit, but they didn't want to listen to me. Nigga, you better listen to me, nigga. You better listen to me. I'm the man when it comes to this.
Crazy.
And I knew that this was coming. It says the judge says, he says, have you told the one female juror? He says, have you?
I know Cat William, everybody got the popcorn. This is like a fucking. This is gonna be like a series for them.
View the list. Any you recognize? The juror, who's a female, speaking softly, said number 133. The judge says, a celebrity. Could you be fair? The juror says, yes. I know there are a lot of celebrities on this list. It's over with, nigga. They got the whole list full of celebrities, bro. You niggas, nigga, good night, nigga. Good night. Good night. Loving you is easy come. You're beautiful. Let's keep going. The judge says, the juror says, yes, I know there are a lot of celebrities on this list. The judge says, put them to the side and the places. The juror says, I don't know the places. She don't know them. The juror says, I have a family member who went through something like this. So it would be difficult to sit through this. It would make me uncomfortable. The judge says, I excuse this juror. Head down to the jury room. The judge says, bring in juror number 5. What about the list? The juror says he knew none of them, but 4A and C. Yes. The judge says, you had training? Question mark. The juror says, e-learning on sexual harassment. And I've seen psychiatrists. The judge says, you've had their services? The juror says, yes, I can be fair. The judge says on question number 7 on the questionnaire, the juror says, I'm against capital punishment. The judge says, question 26, what have you heard about the case? The juror says, last week I saw a video of Diddy allegedly assaulting another person in a hotel room, presuming innocence. Juror 5 leaves. The judge says, I see no grounds to excuse for cause. You? Diddy's lawyer says no. The judge says, bring in juror number 6. Juror number 6 says, I had HR training. And my son is a law clerk in Connecticut. The judge says, you have great handwriting. You wrote, you say an image? The juror says, the hotel hall. The judge says to the parties, any more questions, Mrs. Comney? The government says no. Diddy's lawyer says yes. The judge says, in question 27, you said the image could be damning. Why did you say that? Juror number 6, and y'all smash the like button. If you ain't subscribed, you want to subscribe to this channel because we got all the smoke. Juror number 6 says it was a photo. It didn't seem to be something I wanted, or something wanted, excuse me, he said. It goes on. The judge says, I don't see grounds to exclude that juror. The government says, I agree. Diddy's lawyer says, but she used strong language, damning evidence. She tried to rehabilitate herself, but the judge says, okay, I'll exclude juror 6 for cause. So the judge exclude that juror. The government says she said, but presumed innocent. The government said, and we're the ones who decided not to use the CNN video. They got Diddy dead to rights, nigga. Everybody, this is breaking news coming out the courtroom. They're not using the Cassie trial, the CNN video in the trial. They're not. Let me repeat myself again. The feds got this nigga so dead to rights.
They got him with immunity. They got people with immunity, so it's crazy.
They're not even using the Cassie video. They just announced this in court today. The feds were granted the ability to use the Cassie video. They're not even using the Cassie video no more from CNN. I'm going to read it to you right now. They just said it in open court. The government says, she said, but presumed innocent. And the government said, and we're the ones who decided not to use the CNN video. There's been no ruling by your honor. The judge says, based on the questionnaire, I'm excluding her. Let's move to juror 15, who's a male. Juror 15 says, I just started a new job in a hotel. The judge says, excused. Next juror is number 20, a female. Number 88 and 116. Y'all, this shit is crazy. The judge says, musicians? The juror says, I have training May 12th through the 15th. The judge says, if you're selected, you're not going. The juror says, I was a mandated reporter as a teacher.
All right, so they're going to keep going through the jury, and the judge and the jury and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? There's people out there actually saying free Diddy. There's people out there saying Diddy's done, Diddy's done. Diddy looks different, Who knows if that's Diddy? Who knows if it's a body double? Who knows what's going on with Diddy right now, So it's crazy, But GG's, ain't stay more weird than ever, stay more righteous than ever, stay on top of business, bro. You hurt. Life's what you make it. You can't love. You can't. You're gonna stay more weird than ever, You hurt.